Hello everyone, this is Chris, and you might have noticed that Bedrock Edition has been solely focused on the mountain side of caves and cliffs, and Java has been focusing on the cave side. Well, I think as of this beta, the Bedrock Edition is finally putting some more focus into the actual cave part of the Caves and Cliffs update, as I shall show you today inside this video. So you might remember that a few weeks ago, the build height for the Bedrock betas was increased all the way up to 320 blocks. Well, now we've gotten the world depth increase by it increasing all the way down to minus 64. And if I fall all the way down here, you can get a sense of just how far down this actually goes. And if we just take a second to look around at, this world depth right now, we can see that, yeah, nothing really spawns in here. There's no diamonds, there's no, other stone variants or other things like that, but, this thing I cleared out right here, this one was just basically, clearing out every single block in the area. But if we head ourselves over this way, then you could probably get a better sense and a better feel of that one thing. So if we fall ourselves down here, we can see that there's some gravel that fell down here, but you can see that, yeah, the same thing still occurs, where none of the ores, none of the stone variants, nothing spawns below the current build area. Here's a slightly more interesting thing to do with this new world depth. So on Java Edition, they couldn't quite get the older style worlds before the snapshot with the world depth to work in the new snapshot. Well, you can see that I am inside this world I usually do my beta videos in, and I am still being able to explore the new world depth, and they did it in a very, very interesting style way. So here's where the old Bedrock layer is, and with the new world depth, you wouldn't really expect any real easy way to do it apart from maybe a bedrock wall. Well, that is kind of the case, because if we fall ourselves down here into the new world depth, we can see we are at Y minus 19, and we can see there is a huge bedrock wall heading itself all the way down here, all the way down to the brand new world depth. The thing about this is that it's not just a bedrock wall. It is in fact completely bedrock layers right down here. Because if we can see, we dig ourselves into maybe the existing chunks we spawned in before we jumped into the new beta, we can see that this entire thing is now consisting completely of solely bedrock, which is kind of an interesting thing. I wasn't really expecting it to go this way. I was expecting there to be, sort of bedrock style walls, but not quite things like this. But you know what? For what they did, for what what they had to do, I'm pretty happy with actually the way it turned out. It's a simple fix, but it's a good fix. Because there's no spectator mode, there's no real easy way to show you this, but because we do have some type of X-ray glitches, there is, ways in actually showing you the cave generation. And you can see that, yeah, the old cave generation seems to still be roughly at the same place, and there doesn't seem to be too much, apart from a few little lava patches, which, by the way, the new lava source area actually spawns right the way down at minus 55. So if you want to get yourself some, or a minus 53. So if you do want to get yourself some lava, then you are definitely going to have to go pretty far down. These caves are definitely going to change in the future, because down here they will spawn in with deep slate at some point in the future. But as of right now, the world depth, it's looking so far so good. It needs some filling out a little bit, but you know what? I'm happy with where it's going. Much like the other things that got introduced inside this one beta, such as the Lush cave blocks. All these new blocks are only for creative mode right now, but that still gives us an opportunity to actually check out to see what's inside of here. So first off, we have the moss carpet. Like I said, we also have the normal style of moss, which we could see right here, and it looks a little bit like grass. We also have the rooted dirt right here, which will spawn the azalea trees. We have the drip leaf plant and the drip leaf itself, which if you stand on top of it, then what it will eventually do is it will basically collapse. So parkour maps are going to look so much different when this update does come out. We also have these what are these called? I completely forgot what these are called. We have the hanging roots right here, and we also have the spore blossom, which I'm not exactly sure about the texture in your hand, but oh well. And yeah, in case you want to actually get these in creative, in case you want to make like a farm or something like that, then there is a way to do it. Because if you head yourself, say, inside a cave, you place a moss block inside there, then all you have to do is bone meal it, and then what will happen is, yeah, you can see that a whole bunch of the moss blocks and other things just happen to spawn right inside of it. So there is a way to get it like in mass, in case you don't want to do too much exploring, but you do want a lot of the moss blocks, and there definitely is a way to do it. And I guess we are making ourselves sort of a ghetto style lush cave, but you know what? That's kind of cool. I'm kind of glad finally seeing like more types of caves and cliffs features inside of Bedrock. There's also been a few changes to the existing caves and cliffs features, so now there's a way to actually keep them from oxidizing the copper without actually putting them inside of a crafting table, because all you have to do is get yourself the honeycomb and just right click it or left trigger, and then you can see the sort of particle effects, and that will symbolize the fact that they are now waxed. Because if we pick block them, if we put the right block, we can see that, yeah, now they are waxed. But in case you want them to be just normal copper, then all you have to do is get yourself an axe and do the same thing, right click, left trigger, and then you will see that they turn sort of whitish particles like that. And now if we pick block these, if we can, I always pick the wrong block, then we can see that, yeah, then it is the normal type of copper. And this is an automatic way to do it, because if you just hook it up to a dispenser, then you can see that, yeah, you could do that, but there is no way to actually do it with the unoxidizing or the unwaxed way. That is only a manual way, but you know what? More options. I'm perfectly okay with this. And there's of course a whole bunch of other types of things on this changelog regarding this one beta, and I will link it down below in the description in case you are interested, in case I did happen to miss something, which, let's be honest, I do happen to miss quite a few things every now and then. But yeah, that's pretty much every major thing I wanted to cover inside this beta, and it's a pretty exciting one at that. Lots of cool features, lots of cool things to see, and hopefully plenty more cool things to see at some point in future betas. But yeah, for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later.